Welcome to Leyland's podcast. This is round 2 because the power does not like us today. Good thing it happened in the first minute.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, honestly. Hey, honestly, probably good Haymant was late though. Like that would have binged
Yeah.
about 10 off.
Yeah, that would have been awful.
Yeah.
Alright.
My fear of lightning has saved us.
My fear of lightning.
Are you afraid of lightning actually?
No, I'm joking.
Fuck! And I was gonna use that against you.
Thunder buddies.
Yeah.
Play
Oh, we got
Volibear
more.
against Haymont. Scared.
Go.
He would have been like Thor in Asgard.
Zillion, no, me and Haymont have to 1v1 now. I'm Volibear, he's Zillion. And I gotta let him know what the lightning can do.
Who let the bear in the league anyways? Alright. We had two big series this weekend with C9 versus TL and
that
EG
one.
versus Dignitas. I've already said this, but I'll say it again. I thought the C9 versus TL one was significantly farther apart than the EG versus Dig one, even though Dignitas did manage to take one game off of EG.
Oh man. I mean, yeah. It was for me. It's legitimately the first. What? No, actually, no. One of the games was all right, makes sense. The other one was saddening to watch.
That's because the other one was your team losing.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing was just, bro, fuck my team losing, bro. This is bad.
Well, they were so
Oh, yeah.
bad. All right, let's jump right into it and let's talk about C9 versus TL first.
Yep, rip the bandage off real quick. Whoo!
She had to go for 5. You got this one, Vietnam.
So we start off with C9 first picking Viego, and then pairing it up with a Braum Aphelios, which is not the worst start to their pick ban.
It's a good start.
But for some reason they banned their own Olaf.
Yeah.
Olaf is banned blue side every game.
Yeah. I don't know what they was expecting. Like,
I don't know why we're not giving Blabber Olaf. It's the only champion he can play.
or maybe it was in Zhao, but I mean that yeah, he obviously did not get that because that's a square hole. Remember?
Yep. The reasoning that casters were saying was that because Santorin also has a mean Olaf.
But they
Which,
had
like,
blue
I
side. They had
believe,
blue side 3
but-
games. They banned it all 3 games on blue side.
Yeah, that's the problem. Man.
Like I just don't see it. And then the only game they win is the game where they got Jin Zhao. That's the only game they won.
Exactly. Like they got Xin Zhao, and then they don't have it again.
TL's like, we're up 2 games. We can experiment a little. Let's see if they can handle the Xin Zhao. And they could. So they didn't let them do it again. And then they won.
Yep.
It's just, I feel like, honestly, a lot of this comes down to Perkz' poor performance, their champion pool issues in the jungle, and their seeming inability to control the draft properly. Like, I don't feel like Viego jungle should have a lot of priority when you can first pick Lee Sin and flex him into 3 roles.
Yeah.
Or you can play Tom fucking Kench.
Kench. Yeah. I mean, and they banned him too. Yeah, Cloud9 banned that.
Well, they had him in game
That's
1. But
Oh yes.
But he's not that great against Renekton and Lee Sin, and Lee Sin can basically lane against Tom Kench for free.
Yeah, I mean, Lee Sin was doing other things. Sadly, Lee Sin was taking ass.
Well,
and kicking names and taking names. So
this is Jensen's best series.
I wanted you to say taking ass and kicking names really bad.
No. I said it. Just
no. I know. I like that. I'm happy.
Thank
is
you.
What I'm saying.
Thank you. Just that Lee Sin mid. Damn, did that.
I told you when we were watching the game, he was sandbagging the whole season.
Yeah, I guess Jensen was sandbagging the whole season just to bring this out because he's never played. I'm pretty sure he's never played this.
He's played it before. No, he's played it before. He's just sucked ass on it.
Yep.
Well, damn, he convinced everybody that he sucked ass with it, and it comes out and just beats everyone else. Well, Cloud9's ass with this.
They gave it to him 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
For me, I'm very much surprised that they did that. Like, I understand them betting the Ziggs, like in one of the games, and I don't think that
I don't think
they
Ziggs was the issue.
won.
I think the
Yeah.
fucking Lee Sin was the issue.
Yeah, that's just man. Yeah, Jensen had like full free reign with that Lee Sin. Like there was no answer to stop that. The only answer they had was to ban him, and they did not. They did not know what to do.
Like there's the mid lane for C9 just got completely destroyed by Jensen, and this is something that everybody thought was going to go towards Perkz for this entire year. And even while the season was going and Jensen was slumping, everybody thought Perkz would just gap him. And apparently Jensen can play mid lane all of a sudden.
Yeah, like Perkz for what he is not right now. Like for what he is, how everyone's saying like he's one of the greats, and I still believe he can be. Right now, it's not showing.
As an AD carry, yes.
You make a very strong point. I'm not gonna lie.
Lost everything playing AD carry.
True, and that's why he just wanted to play mid. But maybe there was a reason why he was playing AD carry all this time now. Oh man.
So what I'm wondering is, how does Cloud9 like recover from this? Because Cloud9 looked like they were just completely exposed. So either Team Liquid is actually just the best team in the league right now by a large margin, or Cloud9 is really bad.
I would not say that Team Liquid is hands down the best team in the league. I think they actually took their chances on a ton of different plays. Like, I don't think they were just going like, oh, we're just going to get Alfaria ahead. I feel like they actually had a plan of like, okay, we're going to attack mid lane. We're going to keep working the map, and we're going to shut them down. Right? C9 was able to respond with a few plays in the early game, but really didn't know what they wanted to do in the mid game, which is something that I find very unusual. Normally, I'd expect their core to have something figured out or be able to at least put up a fight on the other side of the map somehow. That wasn't happening.
Game 2, the score is 15-1 for TL.
God,
that's ridiculous. Oh my god. This was with Santorin on Lee Sin, not Jensen. Like, oh my god.
Yep. Santorin has proven he has a clean Lee Sin time and time again.
It just hurts. It's
so
pain.
What was really
feel good?
What
feel
I saw
bad time.
What I saw was happening with TL is they were picking a lot more early game comps. Like even in game 2, they have Gangplank and Jhin, but that's really mid game. Because those two together make it super good mid game. There's a famous like Twitch clip of someone explaining this on the LCK broadcast of how just putting these two together make them some of the most potent mid game champions in the game because of their ult combo. But like TL was picking super heavy for early game. And they just said, you know what? Fuck the dragons. The game's never going to get to the point where the dragon soul is going to matter. And even if it does, we'll be ahead enough that we can just take the dragons for the rest of the game anyways and still end it before you can pick up a soul. And they did that every game. The game that C9 won, TL had 4 dragons. And they had gotten the first 2.
And like the fact that like they committed with the Sejuani pick. And then they committed with, basically all solo lanes. The solo lanes having being melees. Like they committed. They committed for that. I had to commend them for that. I had to commend them for that. They they were in it for that, and they did it. They executed well. Like that was, in my opinion, that's one of Sejuani's best dreams. And man, if I had to play Sejuani, if the team did that, I'll be down to play Sejuani, I guess. Oh man, that was TL this is just a draft diff. In all serious, at this point, it's just a draft diff. Their
players have a stronger pool. They have just stronger laning. the best player I saw on Cloud9 was probably Sven. Like, and that's not saying a lot. Like, the fact that Tactical was being useful and Sven's just kind of trying to become a champion for most of the game.
Yeah, that stinks.
Though, in Game 4 specifically, when they picked the Talia for Blabber, like, neither him nor Perkz on Silas built the Leandries into Sejuani, Lee Sin, and it's like, oh, and Shen support, by the way. Oh! Wait a minute!
Yeah.
We've completely forgotten about Shen support.
Shen support.
So let me finish. So not building the Leandries into that comp is ridiculous because it's so much free damage being left on the table that you just don't get anymore. Now, the ultimate River Shen was locked in. Do you guys know Core JJ's duo percentage this game?
Was it?
No.
Wasn't it very low?
It was 0.
Both
of the supports had super low duo percentage, but Core JJ never spent a second with Tactical in the bot lane during laning phase.
Yeah.
He spent the entire time duoing with his jungle around the map to make plays.
Yeah, I remember that. That was...
This is River Shen. This is pure River Shen right here.
Man, I mean... Yes, I do remember. Yeah, this is where it was just legitimately just support. It was a support Cold War. Yeah, that's what I said.
Support Cold War.
It was support Cold War. Like, they just ran around.
That's so funny. That's actually such a funny thing you just said.
Literally, that game alone, whoever won, like, what the team that won was because, well, the support was there during the critical times and moments. Always, no matter what. Like, they were just behind each and every single play. And sadly, Core JJ got better ones than Vulcan. Because, I mean, Shen. That's bullshit. Anyways.
Core JJ didn't get KP on 1 kill this entire game. And I think it was like a solo kill on Fudge or something.
Yeah.
Like, so Core JJ played out of his mind this series. Jensen and Core JJ, like everyone... I don't know. I don't want to say Tactical played badly, but I didn't feel like Tactical was really was being crazy. He was just playing Ziggs for 2 of the games, but everybody else is just like absolutely dominating their matchup, and it's like this isn't even close most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me the CSD. I can. Oh wow. Both Fudge and Alfari had crazy CS per minute. Oh my god, Jensen had 8.9 CS per minute? What the fuck are these CS per minute numbers? Holy shit!
Man.
Tactical and Sven both have like 9.8, 9.9. Oh my god.
Well. Man.
So yeah, I am scared for Cloud9. And Golden Guardians looks like a remotely competitive team if they keep looking like this.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Let's talk about the other series from this weekend. It also went 3-1.
Like some people don't.
Hey, I got the previous matchup right. I don't know what you want.
Yeah, you didn't get the numbers right. All right, up yours.
I got both the winners this weekend. That's worth more than just getting the numbers right on the EG matchup.
All right.
All right. So EG versus Dignitas, everybody kind of thought it was going to be a one-way stomp, and for the most part, it was. But it definitely looked more competitive to me. But did you guys think this one was more competitive?
I mean,
yeah, in a way.
A bit. I mean, this is just
the thing that stood out about this series to me was the fact that Yasui played Yasuo twice, and also Kindred was played.
Yeah, you know, I retract the whole statement of this looked competitive if I ever said that, because you just reminded me of that Kindred pick. Yeah, I stopped watching after that.
I just kind of stopped watching Yasui altogether. I kind of like have a black spot whenever Yasui's doing anything. There's just a black box over him in my mind.
That's fucking rough.
No. The moment I saw Yasui picking Kindred, I stopped watching the game before I knew what was going to happen next. Like, yeah. Let's
well, they played
backtrack.
they played contracts this entire entire series for EG, which is sort of notable because they've been kind of trialing him every couple of weeks, and they've been running Sven most of the time. This is not the first time that Sven has split time with contracts, I think.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I mean,
But
yeah, they have a bit of history.
yeah, because I'm not. Yeah, so this is I feel like this is a little precarious position to be in, but I also don't feel like either one of them is significantly worse than the other. And it doesn't really change my opinion of the team one way or the other if they put either or in.
Yeah.
And you got background music.
Yeah. It sucks. But looking at the whole just looking at this whole series and all, like, yeah, Dignitas somehow was able to scum out a win. They legitimately was able to get a win out that really should, like, that was
They should
really,
not
really
have won
good.
that fucking game.
They shouldn't have won that, but they won a really big fight and they won. Yeah, that was interesting.
So did they ban Aurelia every game but game 2?
Yes, I think so.
They banned it round 2 in game 1. They banned it round 1 in game 3, and they banned it round 1 in game 4. So yeah, Yasui is an Aurelia 1 trick apparently. And
apparently so.
That's just kind of how you beat Dignitas at the moment.
Yeah.
It's rough to really like suggest anything for Dignitas because their mid lane is just a gigantic black hole. Like look at Perkz. It's just like it's a good thing Yasui's in the league because otherwise Perkz is trying to fight for one of those bottom spots.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. Like it's that whole thing where Perkz played LeBlanc against Demonte, and his coach is like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Is like, "It's Demonte. It's Yasui."
Yeah. Yeah, Yasui just played. Well, basically, the mid lane is that I do not like. Really.
He played a Kindred game, a Yasuo game, and
a Kindred.
And the Aurelia game was the only game where he performed on. But I feel like that's like half the reason they were able to win the game because everyone was losing until Aurelia like single-handedly won 2 fights.
Yeah.
Yep.
And and like just like that right there, like, bro, not a single caster, mage. Nope. I'm just gonna.
Well, everyone's convinced mages suck, but I think they're just crazy and stupid and really stubborn.
I feel something's crazy. I think. Well, actually, no. I cannot say those words. I just think that whatever they're doing is not the play. That obviously, like, mages aren't that bad. I mean, Aurelia, pretty good, I guess. But other than that, really, I mean,
do we want to break down the Kindred pick?
Oh God, yeah. You know what? Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So he ran Conquer Kindred, which is fine. Then he goes for Gale Force into Essence Reaver. I don't know why he did this. I don't know. Oh, he also had armor boots because the enemy team's kind of monotyped outside of Kennen.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
But I don't know why you're going for this on Kindred. Like, there's so many better builds. There's the like Trinity Force or Divine Sunderer builds where you're going like CD Bruisery.
Yeah.
And this one's going like raw crit with mana sustain as the second option. But
yeah,
the reason you need the mana sustain is because this champion is balanced as a jungler. So what are you gonna fucking do when you have a jungler's mana pool because the jungler gets free mana from the jungle item in a lane and you're against Lucian who doesn't really care about mana, and then there's a Lee Sin Kennen who don't care about mana either. Like
my whole thing is just like, and even if you pick, my thing is like, even if you picked it for the ult, like these guys can kill you. Like these should just kick you off your ult and you die. Yep. You try to ult for your team, like like the ult. It's counterproductive, really, because you ult you either ult yourself, and then you have everyone, and then everyone just kicks you and dies. You ult for your teammates, they can still kick your teammate, and then they fucking die still. Or hook them. By the way, that's a whole thing that can happen.
It's hard to hook people off.
Yeah,
Like you can't hook Kindred all the way off with the Thresh's combo.
Yeah, but I mean, you hook them and they do nothing, and then they just wait for it, and then you all die. Kennen comes from the back line, which he can because it's impact. Stuns you all while you're under the ult. You do nothing while the ult's gone, and then you die.
Yeah, you can just line up the ult for when it's about to time out, and now they're CC'd as the ult's running out, and you can just pick a target.
Yeah, like the ult's counterproductive. You, in my opinion, you could play anything else other than Kindred.
To say how badly this game went, there was a Baron fight, is what I'm going to say it was. Because Contracts was just on the Baron hitting it while EG was winning as like 4 against 5 people trying to approach it. Right? That happened that game. That was bad.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is Dignitas also monotyped that game. Like they have a Volibear jungle, but he builds Divine Sunder instead of like tank Zonias. So
yeah,
it's like I don't think the Divine Sunder is bad. It's just like why are we running fucking Kindred here?
Exactly. Anything could have been better than Kindred, in my opinion.
Now, the other giant ass black hole on this team is Fake God. Like, name a game where Fake God won his lane. I think he got like 1 solo kill against Impact in the Renekton versus Gnar matchup the second time around, but the first time around he went 0-4-6 on that Renekton against Impact.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like watching Fake God bleed gold top lane just makes me sad. Like I don't know why we're putting him on like Renekton if you're just gonna watch him bleed gold.
Yeah.
Like you have to play around Renekton. Renekton's a pressure point, and if you're not utilizing Renekton's pressure, you're just failing to play League of Legends.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Let us move on to talking about the All-Pro voting from this year.
All-Pro voting.
All right. Now, I feel like this is mostly going to come down to who made first team All-Pro as the real debate. But you got Fudge in the top lane, Spica in the jungle, Jizuke in the mid lane, FBI as the AD carry, and Core JJ as the support, and that is the first All-Pro team. I think the only spots where I really have issues is Fudge, Jizuke, and Core JJ. The AD and jungle,
it's like close.
I'm not completely for giving Danny everything. Like I don't want to. I think Danny's really, really good, but I don't want to be like I think Danny's easily the best AD carry in the league in all respects. But like he's performed well this split. So while I can see why people would put FBI over Danny, I think it's good that Danny at least made the second All-Pro team.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, everyone that every pick that I chose at least made a pro team at least. Like, literally. And really, this really.
I actually have no idea how good I did because I didn't look at the. I didn't remember who I picked.
I think we're all on here. Come down to who you pick as AD or support.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Jizuke being number 1 is just.
A
lot considering Abadage has been playing so crazy.
I mean, Abadage's been out of
his mind.
But
Jizuke has improved like.
Jizuke's done well, but like Abadage had like a breakout fucking split.
Yeah.
Like the dude went haywire.
It's only a 2-point difference, which to be honest, is still a little too tight for me.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, he did go haywire at the beginning, but as you can see, like in the last couple of weeks, 100 Thieves kind of fell off, where it became like, oh, are they actually like between the spots 1 and 4? Like where are they in the spots 1 and 4? As opposed to like, oh, they're the number 1 team, hands down, without a doubt. They were able to pick it up and secure second, but for a time there, it was shaky whether which spot they were actually at.
I mean, until I saw C9TL, I probably would have said that the top 5 is a gigantic toss-up. And the playoffs is what's really going to decide it. Now I look at C9 and I don't even think they're top 4. I'm pretty sure they're the 5th best team, and we'll probably find out pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
What? Go.
On the opposite side, TL, goddamn, they look good with Santorin back in.
Yeah, they do look better. I completely disagree with Fudge being number 1 All-Pro over Impact or even Huni. It's just, look, has Fudge been doing really good? Yeah, but I feel like Impact and Huni win games for their team, and Fudge just can't.
I mean, he tries his best.
He tries his best, and his team's just like, but we have Perkz, we can't win.
True.
And I have no idea how Core JJ made it here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Core JJ is cool and all. I like you, man, but who he? Over who he?
I think the supports were all really, really close. I think there was like 5 supports or something within 10 points of each other, maybe 15.
Oh, wow.
It's really close on the supports.
That close, huh?
But like we were saying about when we were talking about it, there wasn't a lot of standout supports this year. Who he, I feel like, is excelling because of his like history.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, if you remember, he did play a game of Tom Kench support.
Oh yeah.
One of the first people to bring it out. That didn't look that great.
Yeah. Also, Sword Arts looked better than Core JJ this split too. Like.
This split, last split, that was a different story.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't know how much credit to give to like put against Core JJ or to put against his team, because like he could still be the best player on a bad team.
Yeah, and just like Abadage was and Alfari was. Wait, Abadage was not. No, it was Alfari. Alfari is the one.
It's Alfari.
Yeah, and Abadage, hold up.
No, Abadage came off of Worlds, I think.
I think so.
No, they had they got playoffs. I'm not sure where they did. They came off a heater. It was they eliminated like G2, and that was like a super big upset. Anyhow, that's a different sidetrack. Let's talk about
You want to move
Core
on to talking
JJ
about
again.
next week, or keep talking about these players?
I mean, I could go a little bit more on these players.
All right, what you got?
Well, going down to actually, no, the second team. Damn, the more I look at the second team, I feel like it should have been the first team.
I think that this is the first time that 5 unique teams have been on the first team All Pro.
You know, that's a good point.
Because it was always 4 of one team plus 1, or like all of one team.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think it's actually a pretty good sign for the league competitively, because it means that there should be good players on lots of different teams.
Yeah. And
that means that it should be a little more balanced and hopefully make room for more improvement. But
perhaps.
Who knows? Hopefully we can get more talents like Danny in, though. That's what I need in my life. More Dannys.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you could also talk about the coach of the split.
Oh, you want to talk about coach of the split too? Okay. Well, coach of the split went to Evil Genius. It's coaching staff at the split. It went to Evil Geniuses. Some people were saying that TSM should have got it for basically rebuilding this team from scratch, and it being Bjergsen's first year as a coach, and basically bringing them back to first place after not making first place for 4 years.
Ironically, I took Bjergsen become you know what? I'm gonna become coach. That's it. First year in.
Sub me out, coach.
Sub me in, coach. I got you, coach.
Oh god, if I
my
was the
God.
mid laner for TSM this entire time, I'd be sitting there like petrified that Bjergsen's gonna be like, "You're not good enough
yeah.
anymore. I'm coming in."
Yeah, like, you know that. Oh my god, that's horrifying just to think about.
I don't think PoE actually has that fear, but like,
Well, yeah,
that'd be me.
I mean, yeah. And before, all right, PoE, get up. Yo, PoE. Oh no! I should not say that. No, never mind. that's really after. That's for after hours, anyway.
So yeah, so I think EG definitely looks like the coaching seems pretty good. I haven't had too many problems with their pick ban that's really coming to mind, but
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like there's just a lot of really good parts on EG in general right now. I feel like they're really firing on all cylinders. I'd be happy if they ended up going to Worlds in some seed.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with most teams going to Worlds that are in the top 5 minus Cloud9.
I bet you would.
Sure
I bet you would. Anyways, so yeah, like, no, for once, like, I'm actually pretty happy with most of the teams in the LCS. Most.
No, you're not happy with most. You're happy with 4 of them.
Actually, well, yeah, with 4 really, which is actually,
LOL.
which is actually still pretty fine.
It's more than the usual 2 or 3.
We do
Yeah.
take those. What I will say is we do take those.
Yes, we do, Matt. Yes, we do.
It's making me a little excited for Worlds, but I should know better. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get excited anyways. I know I will, but I should still know better.
regret later.
All right.
All right.
Let's talk about next week's games. Let's bring up our picks real quick. Boom. First matchup, IMT versus Dignitas. We are split, folks.
Yeah.
How could we do this to each other? How could we divide ourselves on these lines?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this straight up. I don't think your voters has what it takes.
I think you're overestimating Dignitas's power. I think Dignitas is worse than Immortals by a lot, and so long as they keep Aurelia banned, Immortals is gonna have an easy time.
I mean, the team that took so long to beat COG by literally doing nothing, and COG just killing themselves eternally.
Everyone knows that's how you beat CLG. It's the strat, man. What do you want?
Let them get a massive early game lead.
I'm not gonna kill themselves.
Give them a gold lead to give the players false hope.
Oh God. I mean, I just don't see it really. Just as
They
much as we
beat
clown on
Dignitas the last time they played.
and the other times.
Going in reverse, it's 1 win, 2 win, loss. Doesn't go back far enough. Oh, that's because it's not the whole year. So they went 2-1 in the summer. And 1-2 in the spring. But they won both the games when they didn't have Dardoch.
Interesting.
And they don't have Dardoch.
True.
And I feel like Dardoch was 95% of this team's ability to play League of Legends, and that's gone.
Unlucky
Yeah.
for them.
What do you mean unlucky? They kicked him out.
Unlucky that
Immortals
the guy
has
they
him
kicked
now.
out was 95%.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just don't see a lane in which they really match up that well. I guess the bot lane might be kind of in Dig's favor. Everything else seems pretty okay with IMT. IMT haven't played Zelda, right? I'm not crazy.
No.
Is he on GG?
No, that's Golden Guardians.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
they have Insanity.
They have Insanity. Oh, no. Insanity's looked pretty good this year.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't feel like they have an edge anywhere but the bot lane, and that edge is only dependent on Aframu showing up. And depending on Aframu to show up for 3 games in this 5-game series, probably won't happen considering it didn't happen last time. It only happened once last time. Maybe he gets it up to 2, but I definitely think IMT are gonna have it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna be all that close. Well, I shouldn't say all that close. I don't think it's gonna be really tight most of the time. I feel like IMT is gonna be in control It might not be super bloody, and if it is, it's gonna be at a detriment to Dignitas.
Oh, we'll have to find out.
I have to find out. All right, here it is. Everybody's in agreement here that Cloud9 is gonna win 3-1. I might think that's gonna happen. It's not what I want to happen. I want to watch Cloud9 get 3-0'd by Golden Guardians and go right the fuck home. That way I can stop updating this goddamn number.
You're gonna keep on updating it. You're gonna keep on updating it, all right?
Come on, Perkz. Die 5 more times so I don't have to keep updating it.
No, you're gonna keep on updating it. There's gonna be 5 more times, and he's gonna keep on going.
I just
No.
started as a meme, and now it's just a monument to Perkz' failure this year.
True. Well, gotta keep on going with that. Now, yeah,
So why do you think? What Dion? Tell me why you think the boys are gonna win it and take it on home.
I mean, they're gonna win it because, well, as much as good liquid. I mean, going on like 1v1 against each other, against everyone else, putting them 1 by 1. Well, I still believe that Fudge still has an edge over Licorice. Blabber, even though how compromised he is.
Compromised.
Yes, compromised. Still has a bit of an edge over Iconic. A Blaze Olive? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that might be a 50-50 right there against Perkz. I'm looking at Perkz very scared right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him very differently. Stixay and Chime against Sven and Vulcan. I still have it over Sven.
So what's the over under on Tom Kench's ban priority this series? How many games?
I guess
Let's put the margin at 2.5. How many games is it? Is he gonna be banned in more than 2.5 games or under 2.5 games?
picked or banned. Like
Banned.
I feel like he's going to be banned over 2.5 games.
And you taking the over? You think we'll be banned more?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I don't even understand what we're talking about.
Blazed Olive is known for playing Tom Kench mid lane. What do you think the ban rate on Tom Kench is going to be? I've set the over-under bar at 2.5 games. Do you think he's going to be banned more than 2.5 games or less than 2.5 games?
Probably less than 2.5.
You think less?
C9. Yeah. I think C9 is very stubborn. I don't think they'll respect it. Or
Okay.
they'll take it themselves.
Matt, what do you think?
Over.
I'm definitely on the over camp too. I feel like
Yeah.
That's the pick that's been working for them, and if you're not taking away that pick, it's so good into all of these bruisers in every it's good against Renekton, like marginally, like he can shred your shield out, but he has to have the rage for it, and if you can sort of bleed out the rage so that he has to blow it on sustaining himself or moving away, it doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
it's so good. I love the new Tom Kench in how awful it is. It's so broken.
Uh-huh.
It's so broken.
I bet you do.
I've been playing it for 2 days straight. It's
Look,
so
and that's
broken.
why you was added with that picture. That's all I can say. That's exactly why.
Yeah, now you're trying to call me out. Look, I'm waiting to watch a Blaze Olive slips. I think what might happen is that's how Golden Guardians ends up winning it. They win 2 games without banning that Tom Kench, and they ban the Tom Kench in game 3 and the rest of the games, and then C9 comes in with a reverse sweep. That might actually happen.
Oh Jesus, please no.
I-
Just let it be. Let's let it be a 3-1. They get it once and they just shut that shit down.
That said, I definitely think C9, they have the potential to take this this in stride and really clean this game up. I think they have the only perfect game this split. They have the most. I think they have the highest skill ceiling of almost any team, minus their fucking jungler's champion pool. But and I feel like this should be a walk in the park for any typical C9. But I also would have said that if you showed me CLG's roster against this team's roster without telling me what happened this split or year. Like, you just throw those 5 players together and I would have said the same damn thing. So we're going to walk in on, what is it, Friday this game is? And see what the fuck happens.
Oh, God. Well.
All right.
Yeah.
We got 2 more. These are the good ones. These are the winners brackets.
Spicier ones, if you will.
These are world qualification matches. If you win one of these 2 matches, you're going to Worlds, baby.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First up, we got 100 Thieves versus Evil Geniuses, and we are also... okay, we're not split. We're divided with Haymant picking EG.
Bro. Everyone has a 3-2.
It's
Haymant.
everybody. I think everybody thinks it'll be tight.
Impact's looked pretty stellar. He's been pulling out clutches for EG all the time throughout the split. I think he's a good matchup into someday. I don't think there's really disadvantage there at all. Between Jizuke and Abbedagge, that one's more of a toss-up. Abbedagge has famously been inconsistent in his beginnings in North American career. As his career in North America, but currently he's been looking well enough. He's been looking good, and whether his contract or Scarin that's in there between the 2 junglers, I think they're going to be perfectly fine, even if they have closer as an opponent. What I'm saying is that I think at a litmus test point, if you were to put these 5 players against each other individually, there wouldn't be a problem. And even though it's going to be a close series, I think EG just has a better overall atmosphere, have a better overall synergy that they'll be able to etch out.
I think the trajectory both these teams are on is sort of like gonna come out ahead here. This is like the intersection of the graph, and it's gonna be a make or break point for 100 Thieves. And I don't think that Someday and Abbedagge and Closer are going to be really sleeping. I don't think this is actually going to come down to the bot lane so much. But in that regard, I would give it to EG. But in every other role, I think that 100 Thieves has more consistent players, at least. And the inconsistency from the jungle would come from just swapping the players in general. If they keep running contracts, I would make that a less of a consideration, because I think they're going to keep increasing their consistency there. But like, Jizuke is notorious for being a little inconsistent. They've been playing around it pretty good though, so I definitely think that that's going to be a strong point for them if they can capitalize. But it's also a point where 100 Thieves can exploit them, and I don't feel like Someday versus Impact is one-sided matchup in either direction too much, but I definitely think Someday has a little bit of team coordination. I think Someday is the one who makes a lot more of the agency than Impact is. Impact seems to play like more supportive team fighting, where he like dives the back line, or he plays front line, or he's like split pushing. And Someday I feel like is just the guy who really makes bigger plays in the middle of his team, or like it like
he just
Impact has more laning than Someday, but Someday has more
team fight.
Yeah, more team fight.
Yeah, he looks for those fights.
I actually think it's the flip side. I think Someday's normally the better laner. I'm not saying he doesn't make any big impact in team fights, but I'm saying he's normally the better laner as opposed to Impact, who's more of the, I'm going to be able to find that one big play to break it open.
I mean, top dive.
Top down.
Top dive, man. That's all I can say. But yeah, I think this is going to be a tight match. This is going to be a tight match. All right. Let's move on to our last match here. Probably going to be a short show.
Yeah.
But it's fine. All right, we got TSM versus Team Liquid. This I think is going to be another pretty tight match. I think TL leveled up a lot And I think the week off could possibly be a detriment to TSM's progress here, but I'm not completely sure. It's hard to say with the teams that haven't been playing the last week, or like that we didn't get to see play last week. But I like TSM was able to. I think they 5-0'd TL this year in matchup. They seem to be able to match up against them pretty well lane for lane. Even if on paper, one player might look better than the others. TSM just somehow makes it come out on top every time. TSM seems to be the ultimate team that is greater than the sum of their parts like this year, and I just think that's what's gonna be the make or break for them. I'm expecting this to be a great series though. I'm looking forward to this series.
I'm not gonna lie. I have in all seriousness, for me, I see TSM coming out 3-1. Like TL, they get a good game off, and then TSM, well, they've been getting all the stops with with every single contingency plan to one, stop what the hell Jensen was planning. Because we can't have that shit again. Two, what their coaching staff had planned, because that's whole Sejuani melee solo laners and the Ziggs bot, that ain't happening with TSM. Not this time. Like
Probably
unlike
not, yeah.
TSM, they're a whole lot more solid when it comes to playing the game actually. And they will not let that shit slide. So that's why I have TSM going up 3-1.
What? Haymant, go away.
I think that I don't know. TL has been on a hot streak, and I think that Santorin when he's at his best is an absolute force to be reckoned with. Especially even like a good force to match Spica there. So I hope that he keeps his form. I hope that nothing happens, and I want to see how he fares against Spica. That being said, I'm not sure how Jensen will fare. Jensen did rise up too. It was all of the missing members of TL showed up in their last series, and I really want them to show up again, because if they do, this is going to be a great series, and there's even a better chance that TL can just overwhelm them with the better, maybe not early game shot calling, but like mid or late game shot calling. I think they have the resilience to fare better in that aspect.
I think you're crazy, but all right. Now, Matt, what do you think's TSM's best point to win? Like, what's the best lane for them to try to play through against TL?
For TSM?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Is the honest answer. I don't know.
All right. That's fine. Okay. Take the whole screen. I'm out of topics. It was a short show this week. I think that's just for the better. All right. Matt, want to take us home?
Do you want to take us home, buddy?
Yeah, I'll do it for us this week on the Legendary League of Legends podcast. You can catch us live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/NizzyTV11. You can catch the VODs on the YouTube channel Legendary Podcast. You can catch the audio podcast version wherever you get your podcasts. And have a nice day.
LOL.